Welcome back to the 365 Math Olympia journey. Today is day 15 and the timer starts now. We just finished our day 15 of the 365 Math Olympia journey. Today was exhausting. It is super exhausting. So, what happened today was purely just me answering exercises. We haven't graduated from that at all, because the proving something, it takes a lot of time. I cannot tell you how much I hate proving an equation, and I used a lot of paper for this. Anyways, what happened was, first hour good, and then 15-minute rest. Maybe it was 30 minutes. I think I went overboard. And then exercises. It was so hard, but we finally got it. Like, the questions that seem too hard are finally starting to make sense. Because when you think about it, math is not like working. Math is not something that you do multiple times, just like exercises. Math does not have the same set of solutions for everything. It's always changing every time. So that was on my mind a while ago, because I kept answering according to the things that were written in the book. Not like written in the book, like when this chapter only talked about variables and using variables to prove something, I would do that as well. But it turns out you're supposed to do everything. So I have to use modular, I have to use, I forgot any of the names, but I have this modular, variables, I have to use all of them. I have to use everything in my resources to answer this question. I did not understand it back then. No, wait. I didn't do it back then, because I thought that it was too hard for me. It was unconventional, per se. And so that's why I didn't do it back then. Then that was my great mistake, because those things that I call tools is not enough to answer everything. Like, because you have to use your intuition, you have to use your common sense to actually answer the questions. So when answering Math Olympiad questions, not everything is gonna have the same set of questions. They're not gonna have the same solution. Some of them will, but most of the time they aren't. That's why it's hard for me, because I am used in school that my teacher just tells me that I'm using the wrong solution even though I got the right answer. So I got used to the hard labor and doing the extra stuff, even though I could have just used a formula or use a method that is faster and better. That's why I encourage you to think more. Think and use more common sense. If only I knew about using modulo, and instead of going for variables, I should go and add more numbers, or instead of removing numbers, or maybe instead of using cases, I could use the contrapositive, or instead of saying it's even, I should probably say that I assume it's even, but add new numbers. That's the stuff I'm missing. That critical thinking stuff, I'm losing it. Back then, I always tried to answer questions using different methods, and I would get it right, but my teacher would always say that I'm wrong because the solution is different from hers or his. That's why I was always limited to what I have, and only restricting myself. So I'm telling you today, don't restrict yourself. You are far more stronger. Don't underestimate yourself and do everything to your power. Right now, I may not have finished the first topic in the exercises, but I can confidently say that I'm improving. This plateau is finally rising up. And that's why this journey is important for me. Important for my self-growth, and important for you to grow as well. That concludes day 15 of the 365 Month Olympiad journey. Sorry if it's short, I don't have a lot to say, but I hope that you gain a lot from this video. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.